Now, pinball's a test of driving power and precision to pick up points. The arena's dotted with specific obstacles to hit. 2 sets of barrels, 5 points for each barrel. Hit the big silver sphere into the highlighted shallow pit, that's 25 points. Up and over the ramp, you'll get 20 points, but you've got to go all the way up and over the ramp. And that'll take you to the multi-ball release option. 10 points for releasing the multi-ball, 5 points for each orange ball into the pit. Open the car doors, you'll get 25 points. And all around the arena, the major targets. 50 points, guarded by Bash. 50 points, guarded by Matilda. 75 points, but Dead Metal's there, and Sir Killalot has free reign of the arena. Let's see who's up first.
Seed number 9, 101.
Good to see them back there, seeded 9 in the main competition. From Kettering, Mike and Amy Franklin. Amy carries with her a little bunny mascot wherever she goes.
Stand by.
Tracks are made from a milk washing machine.
2, 1. Activate.
Racing car batteries for the power, and straight for the barrels. 5, 10, 15 points. That's easily done now. Put over the ramp, no Killalots there. Oh no, straight to Bash. Well, Bash is guarding one of the targets, 50 points. But that's a strange decision. Bad control, not up and over the ramp completely, so that won't score you anything. Bash waits again, the spear is rolling, but not towards the pit. There's little Amy. Why are you taking on Killalot? Why? I don't understand. Underneath the ramp. Won't score you points either. Come on. Time is ticking down. So the multi-ball release. That's good, 10 points gain now. If any of those balls go into the pit, that's another 5 points each ball. Get through that car door. They hit the 75-point target. That's good work. The 101. Too sure if they got 101 points up yet.
Cease.
Ooh, cagey, steady sort of run, but not spectacular. Generous applause. Yeah, they believe they could have done better. That was the steady start. Now, does that constitute a correct run up and over the ramp? The judges will have to decide that one. If they've gone up and over the ramp, that's not a bad run, you know, all told, because they picked up points elsewhere quite steadily. There's the 75. That's a big one to get. And the judges say 125 points. Now, that's not a bad start. At least they're top of the leaderboard after the one run. The Fur-Brained Rose family, wearing the colours of opponents' Jotyor.
From Banbury and seeded number 2, Hypno-Disc.
Very quick, up to 20 miles an hour, Hypno-Disc powered by 3 motors, hugely destructive with 750 RPM spinning discs. Let's see how they do it. Pinball.
Stand
Pure
by.
test of driving skills, of course, so you won't see the disc in action this time.
2, 1. Activate.
Taking on the barrels, first of all. 5, 10, 15, 20 points already notched up. Easy to score with the barrels. There's Shunt. Guarding that target, they're in behind Shunt. This is good driving. Point scored there on the target. Now racing across to the other barrels. Oh, I don't think they've got any. They need to just have another nudge. This is an intelligent run here by Dave, Derek and Ken Rose. Avoiding the pit. Oh, attempted to get up and over the bridge. They've got to have a complete run to score the points there. 20 points, but it was a brave effort. Now the multi-ball release. You nudge that buffer and release the balls, you get 10 points. And there they go. For each of those balls knocked into the pit, another 5 points. Running into Dead Metal, ill-advised.
Cease.
Steady, but not spectacular. From Hypno-Disc. Dave and Derek Rose not too happy. That was a good start. The barrels, and then they went for the bridge. Did they get up and over? Killalot pushing the bridge away. We'll have to wait and see what the judges say. Well, they say 135 points. It means Hypno-Disc are the leaders. Still plenty to come from the Pinball Warrior tournament.
From Manchester, Spikosaurus.
A vacuum engineer, electronic engineer, and an IT consultant. New competitors to Robot Wars. Their machine can easily haul a car. And Spikosaurus also has a SREMEC, a self-righting mechanism.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Normal tactic. Hit the barrels. 5 points for each barrel knocked over. That's a good start. It's at least 20 on the board. Dodge the house robots. Sergeant Bash guarding one of the specific targets. You hit that big sphere into the highlighted pit. There's another 25 points. You can see here Spikosaurus trying to get to the target. The sphere is rolling, not towards the highlighted pit, top of your picture. You just saw it briefly. But there, bumps against the multi-ball release. If you release the balls, you get 10 points for each ball into a pit, another 5. Not really scoring enough points here, Spikosaurus. Tending to dodge towards one option and then veer towards another. If they can open that car door, they'll get 25 points, and they badly need points. Is there a problem here with the steering control, I wonder? Going side on towards the bridge. Not scoring there. Matilda guarding that target. This is a little bit iffy from Spikosaurus. They don't seem to know their own mind. Go on, get the 50 points. No, out of time. Oh, how disappointing for them, but it really was a very poor run. And the judges agree with me. Only 40 points for Spikosaurus. Hypno-Disc out in front with 135. But don't forget, 16 robots go in the Pinball Warrior tournament.
From Lincoln, seed number 30, Stinger.
They lasted just 50 seconds in the last wars, but they're back with a speedy machine up to 18 miles an hour, custom-made wheels fashioned from motorbikes, and they have an axe if necessary.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Now, every robot so far has gone towards the barrels. 5 points for each barrel knocked down, but not Stinger, goodness me, very nearly into the pit and out. Were they going for the bridge, I wonder? Too sure. There's the axe trying to knock barrels down now. Need to get points on the board. They have scored 0. 10 now. 5 points for each barrel and into the pit. Can they get themselves out? They can. Nudged in there by Dead Metal. You can get up and over the bridge with a completed run. You score 20 points. There's the 50-point target. That's well done. Dodging in behind Bash. That's steady stuff so far then from Stinger, from Lincoln. Down there's the multi-ball release. Again, 10 points for the release. Every ball into a pit will get you another 5 points. Dodging Dead Metal, and Killalot's behind you. Killalot has the freedom of the arena floor. Great narrow-shaped axe blade swings backwards and forth like a pendulum. Steady, not spectacular. 50 points, though, the key there. That was the highlight of the run. Notching up 50 points to rescue an otherwise drab performance. Yes, the multi-ball released. They seemed unsteady over decision-making. Which way to go on the arena floor? Losing their bearings too often. The judges go 75 points for Stinger. Not enough to upset the leaders, Hypno-Disc. Watch out for Spawn of Scudder next time around in the Pinball Warrior tournament. Here's the first of them.
Praise in Essex and seeded number 10, Spawn of Scudder.
In Series 3, a Scutter's Revenge, knocked out in the semi-finals by 101, Darren Ball, Graham Warner and Luke Jackman.
Roboteers, stand by.
Get up to 15 miles an hour with Spawn of Scudder.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
2 starter motors from a car. Immediately thrust Spawn at the barrels. Tumbling barrels all over the place. And 50 points. This is a great run so far. There's the old mascot tossed away from the top of Spawn of Scudder. Darren Ball at the controls. Graham Warner and Luke Chapman up there as well. Trying to get the door release, or are they taking on another target? But Dead Metal's in the way, and Killalot has the freedom of the arena. Go on, get in there now, get in there now. Very good run here from Spawn of Scudder. 75 points, lights up. Now the spear. Can they get that into the pit, I wonder? The multi-ball release. This is splendid stuff from Spawn of Scudder. The arena littered. There's another 50 points scored. This is a terrific run, surely the best so far. But where to now, lads? Take on the other barrels. Send them crashing. Get that spear into the big illuminated pit, and that's the icing on the cake, but this is already a tremendous run. Now get out of trouble, stay away from Kill-A-Lot. And watch the points light up that leaderboard. Terrific run. Look at this. Aggression straight away. Power and pace. The barrels tumble. Bit of a lucky break took them in on the 50-point target. 75 points. Notched up. Then the multi-ball release went down. Still plenty of time to attack the 50-point target. And the final barrels. Very good stuff. Oh, look at that! 245 points! They have slaughtered the rest of the robots that have gone so far, but still so many good machines to come. That is one heck of a score, though, by Spawn of Scudder.
From Southampton, Attila the Drum.
Bernie Ryder. Teenagers Tony Knapp and Aisha Knapp from Nodeswood School with this drum of a machine. Runs on 24-volt motors, up to 15 miles an hour. It'll have to go some to beat Spawn of Scudder, though. Bernie Ryder at the controls. Bernie and Aisha there with him.
2, 1, activate.
Normal tactic, head for the barrels. 5 points per barrel knocked down. There goes the great mace and pickaxe weapon, flailing away. Try and hit the spear into one of the pits. You'll pick up points as well, up and over the bridge. That'll give you 20 points with a correct run all the way over. Spinning madly, barrels flying off in all directions. Steady but not spectacular scoring so far. There goes that great big spear. Knocked down in the pit, though. Specific targets around the arena edges. Now, Attila the Drum trying to attack this 50-point target. Guarded by Sergeant Bash. Don't think it's scored there. Tries to take on the bridge. Askew, though, the attacking run against the barrels. Oh, dear. Into the arena pit. Don't think they're going to get out. Less than 10 seconds to go. A dismal and disappointing run is going to end any second. Bashes against the spear. Into the claws of Kill-A-Lot. And that was poor. Disappointing. And reflected in the score, only 40 points, joint bottom with Spikosaurus. Look at the big guns to come. Firestorm 2, Gemini, still Spawn of Scudder leads, 245, magnificent.
From Brighton, and seeded number 14, Bigger Brother.
Through to the semi-finals of Series 3, Ian Watson's son, Little Joe. They call this machine a nightmare in metal.
3, 2, 1.
The object then to score as many points as possible. 5 points for each of those barrels tumble. Great speed up to 10 miles an hour for Bigger Brother, dancing around the arena floor and attacking that specific target, guarded there by Sergeant Bash. The multi-ball release, we briefly saw the sphere there to the right-hand side. There's the multi-ball release. Oh, go on, have another go. You've got to release it to pick up 10 points for the release, 5 points for each of those balls. Oh, one of them goes in the air. Now, they're bowling balls. That shows you the speed and power of these robots. Have you seen that bowling ball fly through the air there? 75 points, have a grabs here. Big Brother can hit that target. Bigger Brother going against the target again. The dead metal blocks, and now Kill-A-Lot, who has the freedom of the arena floor, also closing in. Bigger Brother needs points here. Through the car door release. Yes, more points scored by Bigger Brother there. I don't think it's going to get a run up and over the bridge. It's going to attack that 50-point marker. Yes, in behind Matilda. This is a good run here by Bigger Brother. More barrels. Bashed across the arena floor. And that's not bad at all by Bigger Brother. Crowd liked it. We should see some of that run again. Good start. Traditional tactic, hit the barrels. 5 points for each. Then look at this, in behind Bash straight away. 50 points. Multi-ball release, another 10. Great power on that surge. And the car door. Dodging Kill-A-Lot to get in behind Matilda. More points there. Good stuff. Finally, another onslaught on the barrels. Bigger Brother moves second, 180 points behind Spawn of Scudder. Still the likes of Firestorm 2 and Gemini and Jotor to come, though. But I'll tell you what, they're going to have to go some.
From Maidstone in Kent, Smithy.
Stands for sorry, mate. I didn't see you, SMIDSY. Mike Reed, Robin Bennett, Andy Pugh at the controls.
Roboteers, stand by.
What sort of tactics will they use? Go straight for the barrels? That's what everyone else has done. They'll go for the spear to put it into that eliminated pit. That'll pick them up 20-odd points. Oh, they're going straight for the bridge! And up and over the ramp. We haven't seen that yet. And that'll get them 20 points immediately. Good start. Multi-ball release, another 10. Now, knocking the spear into a highlighted pit, that'll give you 25 points. Attacking the barrels, normally easy peasy these. What are they doing? Dancing around the barrels. Hit them, get them down. Dead metal closing. Well, that was a strange lack of direction. And I think they're in trouble. There's smoke coming out of Smithy. The paint is sneeching and smoking. Now, finally, barrels go down. But that was a muddled sort of phase there. Attacking the barrels again, 10, 15 more points for Smithy. You need to hit the big targets, boys. Around the arena flanks. There you have one. Go on, get in there. Try and get beyond Killalot. Pick up some easy points. Can't. Good defending by Killalot. They're being frustrated here. They keep turning down blind alleys. Take on Matilda to get 50. No! Matilda's tusk's in the way. Time is running out for Smithy. Oh, it looked a good run, and in the end was disappointing. Flattered only to deceive. Great start, wasn't it? Up and over the ramp. 20 points. The first robot to succeed in that area. Then the multi-ball release, 10 more. But you see Bash thwarted one attack. Yes, the barrels, but it was all confused after that. And they ran out of velocity and ideas and points too. Disappointing for Smithy in the end, wasn't it? Only 70 points with the spawn of Scudder, but look at the quality of robots to come, like Gemini and Firestorm 2. Not over yet.
From Hornchurch, seed number 17, King B3.
And veterans from Series 2 and 3, Simon Harrison at the controls, loves a little bit of DJ mixing. This robot cost £4,000 to make. 99.9% of it, Simon's own money.
3, 2, 1.
Going towards the barrels. Traditional start for a Pinball Warrior competitor. 5 points for each of those barrels. Slam. Can he get in there on the target? Guarded by Bash. Yes! 50 points. Well scored by King B3. Trying to knock the spear into the illuminated pit. Or is it? No, goes for the multi-ball release. That's 10 points for that. Hopefully one of those little balls will go down into the pits for more points to be scored. Little balls, they're bowling balls. That's how heavy they are. Gives you some sense of the scale. In comes Killalot, has the freedom of the arena. More points scored there for flipping up the car door. Good run this so far, attacking another 50-point target. Guarded so far by Matilda. Spins away. Simon here loves his photography. He's an engineer for an electronics company. Gets him with 54 points. This is a very good run by King P3, but they need to get away from Matilda. Get some more on the board. Coming down here to get in beyond dead metal. And that's a super run by King B3. Ran out of time a little bit at the end. Highly creditable. Started off with the 5 points for each of the barrel, and then 50 points there. The side target, the multi-ball release, the car door. Back again for a side target. 50 points in behind Matilda. Well done, boys. Won't win it for them, but King B3 just 20 points behind Spawn of Scudder, and only 7 robots to come.
From Bournemouth, seed number 3, Razor.
Won virtually everything there is to be won in Robot Wars except the title. Grand champions. Any world and international title holders. Razor, electrically powered, 9 tons of hydraulic piercer. Won't come into play here because it's points on the board that matter. Attacking the barrels straight away. 5 points for each of those barrels, said Scudley, so 20 points easily picked up. Comes head-to-head with dead metal. Trying to get in behind. Matilda here to score 50 points if they can hit that target. Side on, they just about got there. Razor, the target is lit up. Now, where do they go? Towards the car door there, bottom left of your picture, to pick up more points. Tentatively towards the car door. Open that door. More points on the board here. Yep. That's another 25 points scored for Razor. The door swings idly as they try and take on Killalot and get to the big 75. Time is ticking down for Razor. Killalot just nudges them away. He gets some sense there of the size of Killalot. Enormous. And I think they're sacrificing points here for an attack on Killalot. They are. They're going for the hydraulic cable on Killalot. Trying to pluck away the cable, but they've ruined their efforts in the Pinball Warrior Challenge. Time has run out on them. They went for an attack and not for points. And why not? The crowd are there to be entertained. And they were with a steady start. 5 points for each of those barrels down. But I wonder if it was just about now, when they were too slow getting the 50, that they realised Spawn and Scudder's scoreline was too far ahead of themselves. They couldn't get there. We'll just add a couple here. 25 points for the car doors. But then we attack the house robots and Killalot, the biggest of them all. That's what I think they did. That's why the score of Razor, only 95 points. Spawn and Scudder, still 20 points ahead at the top. But look at the robots to come, including Jotior, Firestorm, Kilohertz as well.
From Huddersfield, Banshee.
They were in Series 3 with Shark Attack. They were knocked out by Behemoth, Graham Walker, Richard Jackson, Alan Marchington, a retired art teacher, with Banshee. This is a test of driving skills, control, speed. Points around the arena floor.
2, 1, activate.
Get the barrels down, 5 points for each barrel. Knocked over. In your own time, boys. Don't worry about it. 5 points for each of the barrels knocked over. That's about 15 points then. Oh, this is a speedy turn. Hello, I'm turning. I'm turning any day now. I'm turning. Oh, that's aiming at the 50 points, though. Across goes Bash to cover. 50 points scored. Steady progress. The word steady being emphasised. A grisly-looking machine. You can't get another 50, by the way, by hitting that target again. Ooh, that's a speedy, nifty turn, yes. Building up a real head of steam now. And there's points for the multi-ball option. Release those balls. 10 points for that. Each ball into the pit, another 5 points. Now, which way are we going, dear? OK, steady as she goes. I'm coming towards the ramp now, house robots. Well, I plan to. Spectacular. Spectacular. Magnificent. Well, let's have a look at it again. They eventually got to the barrels. Yeah, that 15 points scored there. That's a good 50. Credit where it's due. And the multi-ball release. And there we have it. Only 75 points scored. Gives you a sense of what Spawn of Scudder achieved. 245 and 5 strong robots still to go.
From Dublin and seeded number 21, Dietor.
Great competitors. Kieran Byrne on the right, Peter Redmond in the middle, and young lad on the left. Did he pass a resemblance to a Robot Wars presenter? He's Jack Charles.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So they'll go straight to the barrels. 5 points for each of the barrel knocked over. But this is not just a test of driving control, it's speed as well. That's 50 points as they got in behind Bash. Hit the arena target. Just nudging the big sphere out of the way, but Dead Metal comes in now, and that will impede progress. There's the multi-ball release. You release those balls, 10 points. You've got to release them first, though. Jotor, well, they finally released them, and I wonder if they've tagged themselves onto the multi-ball. No, they're okay. They're away, but this isn't a very quick run, lads. Points have been hard to come by. 75 there. Another target now. If they can open the car doors, they'll get another 25 points, and they do so. So it's steady. The bell rings. That's a bowling ball, by the way, from the multi-ball release. On top of Diotor. We're used to seeing the fur on fire by now. That won't bother them. I don't think this run will bother Spawn of Scudder at the top of the leaderboard. Appreciated by the crowd at the arena, but no, it wasn't good enough. They're delighted with it. Steady, but not spectacular. OK, that was the start. Most robots go for the barrels, easy points, and 50 there. Then the multi-ball release, but finally, too slow to get the points on the board there. The big 75, and then the car door. that was it. 180 points, though, look, which shows you the wonderful achievement of Spawn of Scudder knocking up 245. 4 robots still to come in the Pinball Warrior.
From St. Leonard's-on-Sea, seed number 8, Gemini.
Don't forget, this is a cluster bot. They can break apart, dash around the arena in different directions.
Roboteers, stand by.
Will they take on the barrels? 5 points for each knocked over.
Activate.
That's normally the first tactic. There we see them splitting. Will they go for both sets of barrels? Gemini in the pits. Dark horses to win the Pinball Warrior Challenge, and immediately you're taking on one of the arena side targets and the multi-ball release option as well. That's 10 more points. This is a great run by Gemini. Perhaps built for the Pinball Warrior tournament, but once one half of Gemini is immobilised, that's it, that's the end of the run. Gemini taking on the car door release, that's 25 points. This is a wonderful run by Gemini. If that huge silver sphere goes into the highlighted pit, it's another 25. Up and over the bridge will give you 20 points, and a completed run. That's a rarity in the Pinball Warrior Challenge. This is a magnificent run by Gemini. Where can they go next? Any of those balls from the multi-ball option into a pit, it's 5 points. Will they go for the other barrels, or are they leaving them for last? The Gemini boys, this is a terrific run. Time is just running away from them now. Do they get points there for the arena side target? They did. This is a magnificent run. The car door option swung again. That was Gemini. Points tallied everywhere. Well, a great run right from the start. That cluster of barrels knocked over. Very strange they didn't go for the other barrels. The sidewall target struck, then the multi-ball release, then the car door. Action everywhere on the arena floor, up over the bridge. This was tremendous driving skill. Dodging the house robots, 50 more points. They'll go close, very close. They're on top, Gemini! The long-time leaders, Spawn of Scudder, beaten Gemini, 255 points, and the remaining 3 robots are going to have to go some to beat that.
From Durham, seed number 5, Firestorm.
Veterans of Robot Wars, experienced. What will their tactics be?
Roboteers, stand by.
Points all over the arena floor. On the side targets, barrels to be struck, bridges to be crossed.
1. Activate.
Quick points to be gained by those barrels, I would have thought. Be quicker than that, Firestorm. 5 points for each barrel knocked over, so we've got at least 25. Ooh, not great driving skills, though. Bashed against the arena wall, and now the house robots close in. Can they get contact with the arena side target? They're too slow here, Firestorm. They need more quick points urgently. The multi-ball release, no, they've missed that. Dead Metals closed them off. They come back again. Hit the multi-ball option. 10 points for releasing the balls. For each ball in the pit, that's another 5 points. Can they touch the 75 there? Firestorm gets 75 points. Lit up. You just saw the car door release. If they can open the car doors, another 25 points. They seem a little bit sluggish at the controls, though. Eventually, they open those car doors. Bash into Matilda. Matilda guarding the target. They're trying to get in underneath Matilda now. Firestorm. Good defensive work by Tildy, protecting the 50 points. And not enough from Firestorm in the end. Well, they'll be disappointed overall. Started off with all those barrels crashing to the deck. So we know they've got 25. Multi-ball release, yes. Another 10. Then they hit the big 75. So a reasonable score. Quite creditable. The door release. But then Matilda blocked them off. And in the end, frustration. Alex Mordew and Graham Bone. And Firestorm 2 with 135 points mid-table. Invertebrat and Kilohertz still to come. Gemini at the top of the leaderboard. But let's give our penultimate challenges a go.
From Woking in Surrey, Invertebrat.
A test of drivers' skill, control, pace. Lots of points to be gained around the arena floor. Veterans of Robot Wars in the past, the Invertebrat team.
2, 1.
5 points for each barrel knocked over. That's the normal course for competing robots in the Pinball Warrior Challenge. Bit hesitant, so that's 15 points already gained. Then all around the arena you have target boards, guarded by the house robots. There's Bash. If you can get that huge silver sphere into a pit, that's 25 points, but no one's done it yet. This isn't a great run so far from Invertebrate. Open those car doors, you'll get 25 points. They seem to be caught in two minds. So 25 points for the car doors, well done. Into the CPZ, back through the doors. Now you see that ramp, if you can get up and over the ramp with a successful run, you can get 20 points for crossing the bridge. 50 points there on the side of the arena wall. Matilda, a little nudge from behind. And 50 points gained. Now away towards, well, I thought they were going towards the multi-ball release there. Top of your picture. Why did they veer away? Turning slowly. This is a very ponderous run.
Cease.
Too slow. Indecisive. Not enough points on the board, I'm afraid. Disappointing, that one. Right from the start, tentative nudge at the barrels, I thought. And where from here, then, boys? Well, the sphere, not many robots get that down the pit. Yes, 25 points scored for the open car doors. Stuttering. They'll be disappointed. I make it rough tally, 95 points. We'll wait to see if that's confirmed. It won't alter the leaderboard at all. And it'll leave Gemini still on top. 255 points, 95 points confirmed for Invertebrate. Only Kilohertz now to challenge those leaders. We've seen Kilohertz before. John Reed at the controls and his very adept team. But how quickly can they topple the barrels, put the silver sphere into the pit, drive up and over the bridge, knock open the multi-ball option, knock open the car doors, hit the specific targets around the arena floor. A test of driving skill and pace. 255 points to beat for the entire inhabitants of Oxford, it would seem. Veering straight towards the targets. Looking for quick, cheap points back to the barrels. 15, 20 knocked over. Speedy around the arena floor up to 16 miles an hour kilos. A very quick run. Attempting to pick up 50 points there from the side target. Guarded by Matilda and Kilowatt. They got themselves into trouble with Kilowatt. 255 points to beat to knock Gemini off the top of the leaderboard. Will they go up over the bridge? Now they're attacking down towards that 75-point target. Guarded there by Dead Metal in the pincers. Just drawing away from the multi-ball. They get the multi-ball release option complete. Don't forget, if any of those balls go into a pit, that's another 5 points scored. Heading towards the 50-point target there. This is a very, very good late dash by Killers. What a brave attempt here to win the Pinball Warrior tournament. A smash and a crash on Matilda as well. Time is ticking down. I don't think they're going to do it. It's been a marvellous, brave, battling run here by Killers. Tremendously entertaining. They had great fun out there. Hit points, hit house robots. Try and win. If you can't do your best in battle, and that's what they've done. Great stuff. Let's have a look at it again. Straight towards the target. Great defending there by Bash. The barrels went over. Didn't try for the sphere. Back again towards the other barrels on the far side of the arena. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 points scored there. Attacking the side target. There's the little touch. Confirmed. 50 points. Down towards the multi-ball via the 75-point target. There was the multi-ball. Picking up another 10 points there. Releasing the balls. Very strong run. Courageous. Great fun as well. I think they're going to go close. Very close. How close? Not close enough. 20 points off the leaders. Gemini confirmed as the Pinball Warrior Tournament champion.